Well, I'll tell you what I did. I made a mistake in the beginning of the season. We didn't do any conditioning in practice. And I swear to you, 5 minutes of conditioning a day pays. And I've asked them to give it to me in practice. I said, just give me 5 solid minutes of skating. And I honestly believe that I was a little too easy on them in the beginning because I figured, with training camp, they'd all be in shape. But we've been skating and skating and skating, and these guys have responded, and it's working, right? Like, they're where we were losing games in the third period, now we're able to stay with teams and even pull away from them. It's a theory of mine that, just 5 minutes a day makes all the difference in the world. So I'm proud of these guys tonight. Like, they battled. It was exactly the opposite game that we saw on Sunday, right? Like, we sat back on Sunday. We played a disciplined style. Tonight we got after them. We stayed after them, and we just kept working and working and working. So you can hear it in there. Like, this team's coming together. It took a little while. It took a little while for everybody. We had a lot of new faces, but we feel good. We just got to keep it rolling.
This is a team in Reading that's on the back end of a long trip. Was there a talk before the third? Listen, we got to put the pedal down because they probably don't have a lot in the tank.
Well, it was a talk before the first. I mean, that was the idea. I mean, eight game road trip. They're going home. They're looking at 3-3. I mean, we wanted to put them away early, but they keep working and working and working. And like I said, we just were able to get a couple bounces in the third, but we stayed with it. We stayed with the idea. We stayed with the plan. We stayed disciplined. I'm telling you, like I said to the guys, now that's 9 games. I will say we have 1 bad penalty in 9 games. 1 selfish penalty. Now we've had some dumb penalties where we shot the puck over the glass, by accident. That's not a selfish. That's the heart was in the right place, but we've had 1 what I call a selfish penalty where it was retaliation. But you look at the guys like Mearsy and Quaz and Ammo and these rats that we've got that they just love to stir the pot and work, and they have the discipline. They're buying in. So Josh Schall has been unbelievable for us. He responded there in the third period. I told him this is a big power play. Ammo draws the penalty, and that's what it means to be a team. Schall it's his responsibility to drive the offense. I mean, we brought him in to replace Riley Brace. I mean, good luck with that, right? Top 5 in the league in scoring. But look, he's got 7 goals, and he's really stepped up. He drives this, and of course Army never stops working. Sorkin's been great in the middle. From top to bottom, the D are learning, as we go. And of course the goaltending's been solid. Like, Dougie's been great for us. So you put all that together, and you're having some success. Now the challenge for me is complacency, right? Like, the fun bus is rolling. We got to keep it rolling, but it's work that drives it. And so we'll see what we get tomorrow. We have to travel, and then we have a 2:00 game. And hey, listen, as long as they win, they get their cookies. When we win, we have fun. When we lose, we pay the price. That's the way it works.
2 assists tonight for Sorkin. He's got a 6-game-point streak. What has he found in his game?
Well, I think it's that jump. I think he's. He came in with American League experience. He was a guy I really targeted and recruited hard. I know, like, probably every team in the East Coast League wanted him. I sold him on the team. I sold him on the city. I sold him on the fans. And I sold him on the opportunity, and that's what he wants. And you can see it out there. I mean, he's done everything we've asked and more. He's a great team guy. He's played wing and center. He can kill. He can penalties. He can do it all. And he can skate. He's just driving and driving and driving. We got a bunch of guys like that.
It sounds weird, given that this was only game 9. But against a division, and we've talked about this before, that because of the schedule, you don't see teams very much. I mean, it's important, 2 points every time you play a team in your division.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we got Brampton coming up here. It's back to back. It's tough, but we got to have these wins, and that was it. Like, it's like, come on, guys, we win a period, we win a game at home, we play for that all day long, So even like you said, even though it's 9 games in, you got to have them, and they responded tonight. I'm proud of these guys. From a week ago, when it was all doom and gloom, to I asked them to come together, to start standing up for each other, and you can see it tonight. It is what it is. That's what hockey looks like. Everybody pulling the same direction, and working for the team.
You guys had jump early, but Segala maybe gave you a little extra boost.
And that's great. You know, like that guy, in my opinion, that's an instigator penalty. I mean, he had a clean hit. The guy comes over and challenges him to a fight. I mean, he dropped the gloves, which was great. You know, like I said, I think that's great. That's a side of his game of being a rugged defenseman. But he's disciplined and he knows when to go and when not to go. You know, and he's learning. But yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt to you know, get the guys going on the bench a little bit for sure.
How about Quasi? He's a guy that he's an intangible guy he's supposed to be anyway.
Yeah.
He gets 7 points, 4 goals in 9 games.
Quasi just works. You know, he just works. He'll play any role. Ultimate team guy. I mean, he's not playing power plays most nights. He's out there just grinding and working, and you know, he'll do anything. He loves the teammates, and they love him. You know, we're so lucky to have a guy like that. I mean, you look at that, what we call, you know, the third line. You know, that's the hardest working line we've got. They're all character guys. They pay the price every night, and you know, you just cheer for guys like that. You know, you really want to see them get their opportunity.